Welcome to Late Night Live. Welcome, my loves. Welcome, my loves. Welcome, my loves. I've been so excited about tonight's live. This week, we are creating our Power Partner profile. On Monday, we discussed what you don't want when you're creating that profile. And tonight, we are going to talk about what you do want in a partner. What you do want in a partner. Let's go ahead and get into it. Go ahead and make sure that you support by liking, commenting, subscribing, following, telling people what we're doing here, involving them, asking them to join the Love Attraction community. We want to get this information out to as many people as possible. So make sure you're doing that. So we covered what you don't want. And if you missed that, just go to my YouTube channel, Destination Deanna, and you can watch the replay there if you are not in the Love Attraction community, because everything lives there. So yeah, make sure you do that. Before we get started, I do want to just give a disclaimer, right? The things that I list are compiled from my personal relationship experiences, experiences with my coaching clients, and just research on what makes relationships last long term. But I always want you to keep in mind, everything that I'm doing, it's not law, except for the laws of attraction. When I tell you something's law, you can go with that. But keep in mind that this is a guide. You should get ideas from it, get inspired, and it should assist you in fine-tuning your list. But by no means am I giving you an all-encompassing list that you should just take and this is now your blueprint. No, it's a general guide for things for you to consider when you're creating your power partner profile. I selected what I believe are the most important because they impact multiple areas. And I believe if you focus on these, they lead to getting what you want in so many other areas. So I just wanted to put that out there so you would understand where this list is coming from and how you should use it. So, y'all ready for it? Let me check the comments, see who is, here. Let me know you're here. I am reviewing the comments and talking back. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first one on the list, what you do want in a partner: accountability. Accountability. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. You need someone who can receive and accept feedback and or correction. It's nearly impossible to get along with the person long term who cannot look at themselves. In a healthy environment, a healthy relationship, both people are able to accept criticism. They're able to look at themselves and make adjustments. If a person is unable to take accountability for themselves, you're really fighting a losing battle. So that's why I mentioned this one first. This is like super important. The next one, transparency. So trust is integral for the success of a relationship. You will frequently hear people talk about, the trust is gone. I can't trust them anymore. And it's like a huge barrier, a huge roadblock. So you don't even want to be dealing with a situation where you don't trust. And many people attribute trust to honesty. Honesty is important. You do want to believe what your partner is saying when you ask them something or you have an inquiry, you're curious about something. You do want to trust that what they say to you is the truth. However, I think for a successful relationship, you need to take it a step further and require transparency. The difference between honesty and transparency is honesty is being truthful when asked. right? Transparency is taking the initiative to be forthcoming with information that would usually only be revealed by choice. So many times you might not ever get this information, but a person who's transparent, they know that if you did get this information, it could be detrimental, or it is something that they believe you have the right to know. It is something that potentially could impact the trust level. So they don't even want to chance it. So they don't wait to be asked. They are proactively transparent. Okay, so that's the difference with that. The next one, and I actually got this one from my fiance. He frequently talks about how one of the things he admires about me so much is how I inspire him. And recently, he's been telling me more and more how men really appreciate a woman that inspires them. So I think this goes both ways. Inspiration. They inspire you. It's key to a relationship and general happiness in life, actually, feeling inspired. So when you feel inspired, you feel more alive, elevated, and excited. And if this is going to be your partner in life, they're the closest person to you. So other than yourself, inspiring yourself and finding other outlets that inspire you, it's definitely a good thing to have a partner that inspires you as well. So after inspiration, the next one. I know we talk about consistency. Well, just like transparency and honesty, right? I think we should take consistency to another level and require reliability. Consistency is usually like doing the same thing over and over. Hey, I can trust you to wake up early. I can trust you to always take the trash out. I can trust you to do isolated things over and over. If you say you're going to buy me flowers every week, I can trust your consistency with that. You're going to do it. But reliability takes consistency a step further. It literally is, in general, with your partner, you know, if anything comes up, you can rely on them. It's not a question. You know, if you need assistance, if you need guidance, if you need a helping hand, you know that you can rely on them. You can count on them. That's a huge deal. Again, your partner is going to be the closest person to you. So there's many things that they will be privy to just because of proximity. There's many things that they will get a first hand look at because they're going through life with you in such a close way. You want to be able to rely on them to keep your secrets if need be, rely on them to be honest, rely on them to be helpful. So reliability. And we've talked a lot about this one. And it should be no surprise that it's on the list. It's one word, but it encompasses many things. Alignment. You need alignment in values, in life goals, in purpose, in mindset, in financial management, in spiritual beliefs, and in partner roles. There may be other things, but these were the main things I was thinking of. You need to be aligned. Now, aligned doesn't always mean exactly the same. Aligned means complementary. Even if you have a different method, the end result is the same. You're walking the same path. We always hear equally yoked. That's alignment, right? And you need that in these specific areas. When you're out of alignment, you don't agree. And when you don't agree, it's hard to walk together. So alignment is so necessary. And if you've missed the alignment series, please visit my YouTube, go back and take a look at the 3 videos that I did on alignment. The importance of it, how to get into alignment. Please go back, take a look at those videos, and you'll see why it's so important to have alignment. Now, the last thing on this list is personal drive and responsibility. This is so important because we're talking about partners, not a child, not, an additional responsibility, not a liability, a partner. So in general, you want someone who's healthy and they are not in need of constant motivation and guidance. You need someone that is personally driven to be successful. They're personally driven to want success in all areas. They're personally driven to work on the relationship, to work on themselves. And they have personal responsibility. You're not going to have to make them do right. It's already what they want to do. It's already a goal of theirs. They're going to keep themselves accountable to it. They have personal drive and responsibility. And that's another way that you'll be able to enjoy having a power partner, because they're responsible for themselves. You're responsible for yourself. You come together and you bring out the best in each other. That's what we want. So the general list, let's go ahead and recap that. That's accountability, transparency, inspiration, reliability, and alignment. Okay, these are, and your personal responsibility and drive. These are the things that we do want in a partner. So if you missed any of that, you're going to have to go back and take a look. But I would not be me if I did not give you some bonus tips. So your bonus tips. The list that I gave was general. It was general for anybody that is wanting to attract a power partner. But if you have some specifics in mind, these bonus tips are for you. If you're interested in having children, you should look for mother or father qualities. What do I mean by that? First and foremost, they need to have a desire to have children. Don't think you're going to try to change somebody's mind, that your love is going to be so miraculous. You don't want to do that. Remember, we are in the business of attracting what we desire, not allowing whatever comes along and trying to mold it into what we desire. We're attracting that. That's why we're being intentional about the power partner profile and how we're creating it. So if you're interested in having children, you should look for mother or father qualities. They should have a desire to have children. They should place value on a healthy pregnancy, delivery, and postpartum care. They should think about shared responsibility. Parenthood is a shared responsibility. Do yourself a favor and put this into your intention for attracting a partner. You want someone that wants to share in the responsibility. You want them to have legacy building on the mind. Okay, so that's if you are interested in having kids. The second bonus tip is if you are specifically looking to get married, you want to attract a partner that is interested in marriage. This goes without saying, but you should look for marriage material. Plain and simple, someone who desires marriage places the importance on preparing for marriage, not preparing for a wedding. A wedding is nice, it's great, but it is a celebration of the marriage. The marriage should be first and foremost. So do yourself a favor. Again, we're not accepting or allowing anything that comes our way. We are intentionally attracting what it is we desire. And if you desire marriage, then your focus should be on attracting someone who is marriage material and marriage minded. And the third bonus tip. Now, this is for everyone. Your power partner profile should include your non-negotiables. And if you don't know what those are, you need to spend some time with yourself reviewing previous relationships, reviewing things that you don't want to tolerate. You need to do some soul searching, and you need to come up with non-negotiables. Now, I don't recommend having a long list of them, but I would say you should have at least two. At least two. And when I was creating my power partner profile, I had two. And they were based on my previous marriage and experience, my previous relationship experiences, and what I desired for the future. And that's what I recommend for you. When you're thinking about your non-negotiables, think about what it is you've experienced that you absolutely don't want to experience, and think about your future and what is necessary to experience your future. So I had two things. My mate had to have an active relationship with and be led by God. This was important to me because I'm a godly woman and I wanted God to be the head of my marriage, my life. And that could not be possible if my mate did not share in that same belief. I want to be, I believe in submission within the right context, with the partner that is submitted to God and appropriately leading, right? So that was a requirement for me. They had to have that relationship with God and be led by God. And they had to be financially well off and desire to pay all the bills happily so that I could be a full-time wife and mom. That was a desire of mine. I'm pointing these out because these are not the blueprint for everyone. This is not the cookie cutter way that everyone should make their profile. I'm definitely not saying that. I'm saying these were the two that were non-negotiables for me, that were very important for me. Think about what those things are for you. What type of future do you see yourself having? And in that future, what mate fits into that? And that's how you come up with your non-negotiables. So, I know in school we didn't really like homework, but homework can be fun. You can think of this as your self-work as well. I should have titled it self-work, right? But I want everyone to share your power partner profile. By doing this, it's going to inspire other people in the community. It's going to allow us to have a robust list of characteristics and things that we are looking for. And it may inspire other people to, take some things off their list, add some things on. So in the YouTube comments or in the Love Attraction community, I'm going to put up a separate post for our power partner profiles. I want you all to share. All right. That's why it's a community. We are all on this journey together. All right. So thank you guys so much. Remember that the late night lives, they are happening on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday and Wednesday, they will be topic driven. I'll announce the topics. It'll only be in the Love Attraction community, and the replays and things can be caught on YouTube. On Friday, it's for everyone. So I'm broadcasting everywhere on my general Facebook page, and it's Q&A. So since we talked about power partner profiles this week and creating it and what we didn't want and what we do want, I'm open. Whatever your questions are, it could be about this. It could be about general love attraction, relationships, me. I'm an open book. So I'm looking forward to your questions. You can send me a private message, an email, or on the post, however you want to reach out. I love your questions and I make sure that I get to all of them on Fridays. So remember, that's 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. And if you're looking to attract love faster, you know that I have a journal and I have a guidance course. So you can always click the link in my bio on my Instagram or visit my website to see what I offer. So thank you guys so much for being here. I always enjoy putting this information together and sharing it. And I pray that it definitely blesses you and assists you with creating your Power Partner profile. I'm looking forward to reviewing them. So remember that God is love. We are of God. So attracting love is easy, especially when you have me as your guide. Have a good night.